Right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kieran and welcome back to more Fallout 76 DLC speculation. Yes, I am actually really enjoying putting these DLC speculation videos together since I've recently gotten back into the game, so it's fun to speculate where this game could take us and how it could evolve into something pretty good. That is if BGS listens to the community's feedback, which seems like that's what they're doing with the small additions that they've made with Wild Appalachia. For those of you who are out of the loop, Bethesda released their roadmap for 76 detailing all of the DLC they have planned up until fall 2019. These DLC updates include Wild Appalachia, Nuclear Winter and the Wastelanders DLC, which I actually just did a video on a couple of weeks ago, so go check that out. It's a pretty good video, I quite like it, has nice wee bits of speculation in there, so go check that out. And since we are working our way backwards, let's dive into the next big DLC drop coming this summer, Nuclear Winter. Now this is actually a DLC I'm actually looking forward to because I'll be honest, I think I've said this in my last video as well, but Wild Appalachia just seems like a random jumble of random shit, you know? Like, it doesn't have like an overall theme to it. Like, the theme of it is like this complete and utter madness and weird mysterious monsters and stuff like that. That's what they showed in the trailer anyway. But on the roadmap, it just kind of looks like there's random player requested features added in there. But don't get me wrong, that's cool. That's awesome. I'm really excited for player vending and for survival mode, but it just doesn't really have that much big things in it, to me anyway. Nuclear Winter seems like a much more focused DLC for players who have stuck around the game since launch. All those fucking level 2 to 300s roaming the wastes looking for shit to do, this will be the DLC for you. Look at me rhyming, oh. Unlike the Wastelander speculation video, which I had little to no information to work with, Nuclear Winter has a bit of info to speculate from, but before diving into that territory, let me tell you what BGS has told us so far about the DLC. With the summer coming not only with the heat, but also a big update for Fallout 76, Nuclear Winter gives you the opportunity to relive the wasteland with different rules. Will it cool you down, or make you sweat even more? With different rules, you say? See, this just screams to me it's like more extreme survival features, like something we would see from the deadly mods that make players want to fucking kill themselves. They go into more specific details here. New game mode, Nuclear Winter. This mode gives you the opportunity to re-experience the wastelands of Fallout 76 with different rules. New Vault raids. Vault 96 and 94 open their doors. The veterans among you can prove their strength in these high-level Vault raids as a group. New feature, Legendary Players. A brand new prestige system not only gives players over 50 a legendary status, players can also equip their character with more powerful abilities. So let me get this out of the way because people have been talking about this on Reddit and they actually believe it, which is quite weird to say. But yes, do not think that the new Nuclear Winter game mode is Battle Royale. That would be so fucking dumb, and with the game's incredibly horrible press already, I don't think BGS would risk adding a buggy BR mode as a DLC, even if it is a free option. I mean, like, I would like to see them try, because it would be funny, but 76 is definitely not a game built for that style of game mode, so yeah, don't expect a Fallout Battle Royale game anytime soon. Actually, Tottenham did say that we'll see when he was asked about whether there is a chance of Battle Royale making it into 76. Still a no from me. You know, because I have the final say in everything, of course. BGS secretly watches my videos and be like, ah, that Kieran guy, he knows what he's doing. Let's listen to him. But yeah, let's dive into the fine speculation, and since we're already talking about it, let's start with the new game mode. Okay, so we know this game mode will mix up the gameplay of 76, and with the line, re-experience the wastelands of Fallout 76 with different rules, definitely gives off the impression that this new game mode is meant for more experienced veteran players who have played this game to death and are looking for more of a challenge. Which seems to be like this DLC bundle, I'm gonna call it DLC bundle. Yeah, this DLC bundle's like, overall theme is aimed towards those more experienced players anyway. My guess is that this new game mode will be unlocked to those of a certain level, maybe like level 50 or above. See, what I'm imagining here is that this will act like more of a new game plus in a way for players. So for level 200s entering this new mode, we'll have to deal with like level 170 ghouls and mole rats that have extreme mutations straight out of Vault 76. I can also see a massive overhaul to the survival mechanics that they already have, like, you know, hunger and thirst. There will definitely be massive consequences if this is ignored. Like in the regular game modes, hunger and thirst isn't really a big issue, it's not massive anyway. And even if one of those little meters drops, your character won't die. He will suffer from lack of AP and lack of health, but he won't die. So I can see Nuclear Winter rations being quite rare to come by, adding to that difficulty. But in terms of any new gameplay features, yeah, I can imagine like small stuff being added like player vending and backpacks, but not huge things like a brand new map or like a brand new settlement thing. Maybe a settlement thing. Maybe they'll add a lot more to that because that's what they did for Fallout 4. They added a lot more things you can build in your settlements. So maybe they'll add a lot more settlement options which help players survive in this mode. Let's move on to something I'm actually pretty excited for and I'm pretty hyped for as well, and that is the new Vault Raids. Finally, we're going to get to see what lies beyond the steel doors of Vault 96 and 94. Again, by BGS's description of this, these raids are aimed towards more higher level players, much like the Nuclear Silos runs. These new raids add in the opportunity to add more enemies as well to the game, since we do know that Vault 94 seems to be suffering from some sort of like overgrown plant scenario, and the last time we seen that was in Vault 22, I believe, in Fallout New Vegas. Not much is known about the other vaults in Appalachia except for Vault 94 that has surprisingly a good amount of interesting history behind it. This vault opened 1 year after the bombs dropped and dispatched vault ambassadors into the wasteland to help other survivors. Before the ambassadors were scheduled to return, the Geg fusion generator had a meltdown, resulting in the vault becoming a massive radiation fest. It's also said that 94 is responsible for the strange plants found in the Mire area of the game. Yeah, so expect some weird fucking spore carriers when you enter this raid, because I am guarantee you there's going to be some shit like that, and those things already creep me out, so I really hope, I don't want to see them in higher quality graphics, you know. Fallout New Vegas graphics were bad enough, you know. Yeah, but yeah, apparently you need some access code to get into Vault 94. I can see like this raid starting out with you need to go find these ambassadors across the wasteland, because you can actually find their bodies. I've came across a few, and apparently to get into this vault you need some sort of access code, so maybe you need to, like, before you start the raid you need to go around the wasteland, find these bodies and get the access codes from them. I'm sitting here trying to think of how these raids will go down by seeing how games like Destiny and World of Warcraft do it, but then they will have to make the vaults have a more open and linear structure to them, with frequent boss fights being thrown in there as well as a group of armed players. I can imagine the opening part of the raid will be like an open vault level like traditional Fallout, where you can explore, gather notes, read up on the lore, you know, the usual shit before forcing you to dive right into the madness. I can't wait to see what kind of legendary loot that we can get from these raids, because if they are good enough, we can always sell them to that new legendary vendor that's also coming with Wild Appalachia. Final thing noted for Nuclear Winter is the new feature called Legendary Players. Basically, players who play this game long enough get a legendary status, basically a tag above their head, and can equip their characters with more powerful abilities. These abilities can be anyone's guess, to be honest. Could be unlimited carry weight, ability to one-punch enemies, or have like a permanent super jump, we just don't know. I hope it's like a perk card that is randomly chosen from a wheel or something, and you only get one of them every 25 to 50 levels because they're that powerful. Like, imagine getting a perk card that acts like the ghoul mask from Fallout 3 that makes all the ghouls around you just ignore you. Now that I'm thinking about it, that would actually be pretty sick, because I fucking hate those speedy little bastards. So that's me for today. What other smaller features do you want added with Nuclear Winter? Please let me know down in the comments below. Special thanks to my brilliant wee patrons, Simon609, Devil, Proxymon and Spooky Nerd. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. I really appreciate it. So guys, I'm actually looking forward to Nuclear Winter because I'm playing a lot more Fallout in the 76 now. I'm leveling up, I'm getting there, I'm nearly level 50, which is fucking great. So when this big patch comes out, I'm hoping to be like level 60 or something so I can like compete in it slightly. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and again, if you're new here, please go check out the channel. I do other Fallout content, I do Fallout mods, I do Fallout 76 coverage. I also do like general Bethesda things as well. I'm going to be talking about Bethesda's E3 conference very soon as well. And also, if you like survival horror content, go check out the channel as well, because I have plenty of shows on them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you later. Bye bye.